This episode of Hobie is sponsored by Ho Jeff. Save 25% with promo code HobiePod.
Please note that any comments, jokes, questions, maybe anything that we say on the History of Bad Ideas is all in good fun. And remember, we insult everybody. Our thoughts, opinions, questions, anything else, actions that we do on the show do not reflect any of our employers, organizations, advertisers, or anyone else that is associated with the History of Bad Ideas. And remember, at the end of the day, it's just a joke.
Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode number 521. I'm Jason.
I'm Jeff.
I'm Blake.
I'm Jim.
And I'm Brian.
Whoa. Everyone is here.
I'm glad I'm not suspended again this week.
We are too.
I tried to be on my best behavior.
Good. Since you've been gone.
Go, Kelly.
We've got a Buc-ee's hat as a bribe.
Bucci's.
It's French. And my oldest son, actually got us cherry cordial kisses, Hershey Kisses. They look delightful, I'll be honest.
They taste good, but there's no actual cherry inside.
What? It's just the flavor?
It's just the
juices.
So it lied.
It's
The cover shows juices coming out.
Yeah, there's juices in there.
Cherry.
There's no actual cherry.
There's no actual cherry in it.
Oh, you want the whole cherry.
With our technology today, can we put a mini cherry in here?
That is true.
That's all I'm asking for.
These are pretty delightful.
Or just cut the
love
cherry
cherry
into
cordial.
pieces and...
Or cherry pieces, yeah.
You gotta get closer to the mic, Blake.
Closer to the mic.
Thank you.
That's too close.
We got Jim finishing off cousin Pam bribe of his mochi.
His mochi from last week. Well, at least he's got the cherry cordials to wash it down.
So I'm expecting something to be great here.
His mochi called Steve.
Yes,
They named him Steve
because
when I
it started
walked in. It's a long story.
The mochi is turning from last week, and it's actually has legs and arms now.
Hi, Steve.
Hi, Jim.
I'm going to eat you.
I'm going to do while he's doing it, I'm going to do an experimental bite of this to see if there is a cherry piece in here.
You want to do half of it? How's it going, Jim? How's that mochi? It's like rubber, isn't it?
How's that floppy mochi?
It's like eating a shower sandal.
You know those gummy shoes like these popular in the 80s?
Yeah.
Jellies?
The jellies?
Yeah. That's what I'm eating.
Isn't it awful?
Yeah.
Don't eat the rest. Get rid of it. That might be the most, next to the ranch ice cream, that might be the worst thing I've ever had.
Steve, you suck.
See, I've had a lot worse. I mean, it's not good, but...
No, it's not good at all.
Yeah,
very
It
flavorless.
wasn't vile. It didn't
I think
gross
that
me out or
A
make
bad texture, yes.
The texture is what killed me on it.
And I apologize. Apparently, Meow God is a fan of the mochis.
Meow God. Yeah, but the mochis he sent us on Twitter at Bad Ideas Podcast look a whole lot better than what we got.
Okay.
They don't look
He sent them
spongy.
to us on Twitter.
Yeah.
Dude, what do you do?
a
Lick the
picture.
screen?
I licked the screen 6 times. It all tasted like plastic. It was kind of weird. How's the...
That's what Steve tastes like, was plastic.
Did you do your test down there?
It's a cordial cream.
Is it?
Yeah, there's no cherry bits in there or miniature cherries.
But it tastes like cherry. The cherry cordial Hershey
it
Kisses
does.
taste like cherry cordial.
It does taste like cherry cordial minus the actual physical cherry.
Yes. I would highly recommend these.
I was apprehensive due to my dislike for cherry cordials
In general?
things in general because of the actual cherry itself.
Okay.
So without that, these are actually enjoyable. For
Do you
me.
like cherries?
I do, but
Okay.
it's very like
Hit or miss?
hit or miss. Like
Okay.
it depends on what it is.
My son did say...
Maraschino cherries
I don't mind.
that you get in your drink, your Shirley Temple.
your
Bourbon
Sundays?
cherries.
Those are a little too sweet.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you get cherries, just the fruit by themselves at the grocery store?
Periodically.
Okay.
I never have.
Dr. Dana
really
is a very huge fan of those.
Are they
I do like
Bing
this.
cherries?
Big cherries.
Big cherries suck.
Oh, well,
You got to get the cherries from the state up north.
Michigan?
Yeah.
Well, that's a long
Bings-
commute
Bings
for the
are
grocery
okay.
store.
Bings are okay, but they're an abomination of science.
My question is, though, how am I... That's a long commute to get cherries. I don't think I like cherries that much.
Just get them from Kroger.
But you said they're...
I'm sorry,
but
get
they
them from Kroger's.
Does Kroger sell the Michigan cherries?
Kroger's
Oh,
does sell
okay.
the Michigan cherries.
They do get produced,
Oh,
and then
okay.
they do get sent around the
I thought Blake was just being
They-
his typical rich person himself, driving
they also,
up to...
No, they also
Sending his manservant up to
Yeah,
Michigan.
he
for
does
they
drive
cherries.
up there.
Yeah, that's true.
They also have the bangs as well. I'll get bangs every once in a while. Then I remember why I just like regular cherries from up north.
Welcome to Cherry Talk.
Yeah.
She's my cherry pie.
Yeah, every year.
Now that cherry pie, yes.
Cherry
You know what we should do? Top 5 next week. Top 5 cherries. Just any type of cherries.
Or cherry music,
pie.
cherry music videos.
Cherry music videos.
Or songs that mention cherries.
Yes.
No.
Cherry temples. Oh, that's Sherry Temples.
But-
Shirley Temples.
Sherry Temples? What is that?
It's a Sherry Temple.
I think that's where you pray for your cooking wine
Oh.
at the Sherry Temple.
But the best thing to do with cherries up north is you pit them and then put them in a jar of bourbon
Yes.
and let them wait for a week. A little bit of lemon juice and a little bit of brown sugar.
Do you have to use bourbon?
Yeah,
Preferably.
preferably.
Otherwise,
And then-
it won't be bourbon cherries.
That's right. And then after a week, that pulp sucks up that bourbon, and man, they taste really fucking good.
Okay. My oldest son did also say, hey, you have Hershey beer out there in the fridge. When are you guys ever going to drink that?
That's a great question.
Yeah, we do have it out there in the green room. So
During the floppy wars?
yeah, maybe we'll do it that way.
Okay, I thought, are you hinting that we're trying that tonight?
We
or-
could, but I think I like the floppy awards better, which is this Sunday.
Sunday.
So we're recording on Sunday. So get your
Yeah.
bribes in.
Running out of time.
Yes, get them in.
If you're hearing this, you probably only have like 2 days to get the bribes here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So get those in. And go to Bad Ideas Podcast on Twitter before it gets shut down. Twitter, not Bad Ideas.
Why is Twitter getting shut down?
We'll talk to that about in a second.
And pimp for your votes.
Yes.
Because the listeners get to vote.
Yes, because the listeners get a say. So go to Bad Ideas. There's Canadian of the Year. I think that's the last one we have left right now. The big one. We do have to do Pittsburghian of the Year, too.
If Twitter or X gets shut down and our
Feed.
Facebook page gets canceled,
I think we're okay.
what are we going to do?
We got Meta.
Threads, baby.
We got Threads. That's what it is.
Copyright infringement.
No, Facebook is okay. Those are
Trademark
fake.
infringement.
Those are spam. Twitter might get shut down because they let Alex Jones back, and Apple is now worried that there's going to be a lot more hate speech. And as an app, they have since they have apps on there, they can cancel them and ban
Well,
them.
so the platform itself isn't going away. It
Just won't be available on Apple.
On Apple.
And if Apple gets rid of it, Google will get rid of it too.
You mean on Apple phones?
Yes, and Google phones. Because Google will get rid of it too.
It'll be removed from the
App
stores.
Store. Yeah.
I mean,
But if you already have it,
don't
does it
know how that
erase
works.
it from you? I thought, well, if you had it, they don't. It still works.
It might not ever be able to be updated.
Oh, that's
Well,
fine.
that's true.
So
has anybody actually read Twitter? Isn't it already filled with hate speech?
Yes, and lies
it's not great.
Yeah,
on either side.
I know, it's a cesspool.
Yes, it is. It's really good for wrestling news, though. I got a lot of wrestling in my feed, so I like that. Old school wrestling.
Has anyone else's Facebook feed just turned into a bunch of random pages you don't follow?
Advertisements?
Yes.
Yes.
That's mostly what it is, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Just I was hoping it maybe wasn't just me. And
They're like, oh, promoted page. You should look at this. I don't want to look at this.
yeah.
I get a lot of advertisements for Kitty City. It's really frustrating. Really frustrating. But it's the one in Gatlinburg, not the one next to
Oh, the strip club.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Not the bachelor party Haven in Cincinnati, Ohio, that Blake and I figured out last time. So,
You weren't here, Jeff.
No, I wasn't.
Brian, I think almost just
I
tossed the table.
It was a struggle for me that day.
You were on the struggle bus that day.
You can't be sick.
Ever.
We're trying to make Brian some money here.
Yes.
And he's just turning down all the good ideas.
Yeah. Pussy galore at the Kitty City with kittens.
So speaking of bribes,
Oh, okay.
Dr. Dana sent in one last
Again.
final.
Oh.
We have chocolate frosted donut Kit Kats.
Oh, my God.
Are you kidding me? Those things look
Okay.
Yeah.
On my Facebook feed right now, 11 of the top of the first 30 posts were
suggested
or sponsored content.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. I actually did a count. I logged into Facebook, and I wanted to see what my first number of posts were advertisements for me. They're group pages that I was following or advertisements. I went from 11 posts to somebody I know to 21 posts until somebody I know, and then another 15 posts until somebody I know. And it's just turned into an advertisement cesspool as well.
Yes.
By somebody you know, does that also include maybe groups that you are in?
No. I'm
Okay.
talking about people.
So half of them things could have been groups you are
or
subscribed
Jim or
to,
Jason
though.
or Brian, for example.
Yes, but
An actual post you make in social media.
But what I'm saying is half the things could have been groups that you're subscribed to.
Oh, it's not more than half. It's almost entirely
Well,
in advertisement.
Well, that's what I wanted to know, the difference between how many of them were ads and how many were, because I have a lot
21.
of different groups. They were all ads, so it was nothing from groups, because that's the most of the stuff
groups
I get.
and advertisements, 21 together.
Yeah, I was wondering what the breakdown
But I don't
between
want to
groups.
see 11 group posts from Gen Xers only until I see somebody that I know, which seems to be happening because I've been deleting everything. Anything that's an advertisement,
Yes.
I'm deleting it
Yeah.
automatically, no matter
Report it.
what.
Block it or whatever. Yeah.
I report them.
Yeah.
Well, if I get something that I don't like, I stopped getting gambling.
I did too because I reported everything.
I reported them. Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. Anybody got anything? Anybody watching anything this week?
Oh man,
Uh-oh.
that is.
Oh, wait a minute. Time out. Oh, sorry. We're doing the Kit Kat chocolate here. Here you go.
Ooh, great
Yeah.
aftertaste. Oh, good. I got more.
Oh, you got... Go give one back to Jim. So you can have two. So this is Kit Kat chocolate frosted donuts.
Man, that's good.
Okay. Tastes like smells like a donut. Tastes like a donut.
Fight over them.
Oh. That is very donut-y.
That's very good.
That is... Yeah.
That's probably my favorite of the
Kit Kats?
flavors of Kit Kats that they've
The
done.
non-original Kit
Yeah.
Kat.
Better than the strawberry one.
Oh, for
Oh, much better.
Yeah.
What other one did we have? Blueberry.
Did we ever try a mint?
Yeah, we tried the mint. We tried the blueberry.
strawberry, blueberry, mint, and
Was there...
I can't remember what the fourth one was.
That is delightful.
That is delightful.
What the fuck, man?
What?
You know he's eating those?
What?
I have no problem with that. That's how I would eat them if I wasn't splitting them.
Yeah, these are amazing.
Did he not break off a piece of that Kit Kat bar?
No, he just
Eating two of?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't break them apart. I eat two at a
What a
time.
heathen.
Oh my god.
Break me off a piece of that
I would-
fancy feast.
I'm going to be the
Got it.
I'm going to be the outlier here. It's good, but I like the other ones better.
Really? Which one?
The mint.
The mint wasn't bad.
Wasn't there a Dr. Pepper one?
I didn't have
I don't
the Dr.
remember
Pepper
that one.
I thought there was a cola one?
That might have been the strawberries.
That might be it, yeah.
Throw me some kisses, Jeff.
More kisses for Blake.
Hershey Kisses, that is.
Black Gold Texas tea.
Speaking of Twitter, before we get shut down, we did have a poll before we get to everybody what they watched this week. We had a poll of the week. We had, you can follow us at Bad Ideas Podcast. Also check us out on nerdly.co.uk. G'day, Governor. We had, what is the worst Disney animated film? Disney, not Pixar. We had Chicken Little, Mars Needs Moms, Dinosaur, Home on the Range.
That's not what my outline says.
Yes, your outline is incorrect. It was a struggle bus this week on the outline, okay? But Brian, just shut up.
I'm voting for Jimmy McGinty.
You know what, Brian? Get your interns in order here.
Yeah, I think Fax Machine really screwed up this week.
Last place was 0% Chicken Little. We were talking off air. We didn't think that was a bad one.
Yeah, of the four, it was the best.
Mars Needs Moms and Home on the Range tied at 20%, and Dinosaur wins with 60%. So thank you, America. Dinosaur was
five
awful.
people voted.
Yeah, it was a very short week. I posted, and it was like 4 hours. So, it's all right. But thank you for the 5 people that voted.
Great job getting that poll out in a timely fashion.
I don't see you putting polls out, Brian.
I'm busy working on trying to get the update or the outline right.
Well, you fucked that up, didn't you?
Well, you're an idiot.
Well, you're an idiot.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I didn't publish it.
You know
did.
what? We're going to flip this table.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
You know what?
There's your title of the week. You're an idiot.
Yeah.
But you spell it Urine.
Yeah.
Wow.
No.
Oh,
No, spell it as in urine, idiot.
that's what
That's
I
what
just
you just
spelled.
said. Anyways, Jim, you haven't been here for a while. What have you watched lately?
Oh, I watched Asteroid City.
Okay.
How was that?
It's Wes Anderson weird.
Yep.
So
But good or
I have to watch it again.
gotcha?
One of those
The one
Wes
on
Andersons.
Netflix, the Netflix Wes Anderson stories? Or is that on Amazon?
It's on Amazon.
It was in the
It
theaters.
was in the theaters.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was just released on Prime. So
Not your favorite of his?
no, I mean that would have to surpass the Royal Tenenbaums, and it didn't after one viewing.
Okay.
One.
I had one viewing. Yeah.
Just one.
Okay. Anything else?
No, not really. It's been. I've watched a lot of sports. So.
Okay. Brian, what you got?
Still, Bass Reeves is still going. I think this week was episode 7, so I think there's one left of that.
Okay. We got to get caught up on that. Really good show.
Yeah. And I think it was late last week I had seen where there's talks of them doing another Bourne movie.
Yes.
So I went back and started rewatching the Bournes, just as just to see.
Yeah.
So I've rewatched the first one. It held up. It's 21 years old.
How many did they make?
5.
Jeremy Renner's in one.
He's in
The fourth one.
and then they did Jason
Bourne
Bourne
is
was
the
the
fifth one.
fifth one.
Okay.
And brought Matt Damon back.
Yeah, so it's
Was Renner back in the 5th one?
I don't think so.
no, he was not.
Okay. Because Damon was getting tired of doing them, so they brought Renner in. He was going to be the new franchise.
And then they changed their mind.
Yes.
Universal does have a pretty cool Bourne Supremacy attraction show that you can go watch. 4D.
Oh, really?
Is it a ride?
No. But it's a pretty good stunt action show. It's pretty neat.
Okay. I haven't seen the Bourne movies in a long time.
It's been years, but
The one thing I had an issue with, I think Jeff and I talked about when we previewed the movies, when you were at the theater, is like the camera wouldn't stop moving on the fight scenes.
That was the second.
Paul Greengrass, the second one, and it's like, stop moving, stop. I just want to watch the fight.
yeah.
I don't need to be in it. Just let me see the fight.
Yeah, it was very quick cuts, and I think second and third, I think Greengrass did them both.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And so it was very tough to follow the fight because you're just looking at it from a different angle every 2.5 seconds.
Right.
Did Greengrass do the United 93?
Yes, he did.
Okay, that's what I thought. That was one of the few movies we watched, and we didn't really talk much through it.
No.
Now, that and The Passion of the Christ the first time.
The first time.
Second time, we definitely talked.
First time because there were a lot of other people there, and we decided to not try and ruin what they were getting out of the movie.
For once, we weren't the assholes.
To be fair, United 93 isn't like a great conversation.
It's not a feel-good story.
Right.
No. So, yeah.
Then again, neither was the Polar Express, but we talked all throughout that.
Oh. You know, even my kids hate that film now. I've done my job as a parent.
So how do you truly feel about that after that ground?
Oh, I fucking hate that film.
I don't blame you.
Jeff, from this point on, it's going to be good.
Did you see about the post about all the Back to the Future hidden Easter eggs in Polar Express?
What?
Yeah.
I did not see
I did
it.
not
didn't see that?
No.
Well, it looks like you have to rewatch it and look for Back to the Future Easter egg.
Or I'm just going to read the article.
Yeah.
Nope.
Do they get up to 88 miles per hour in their train?
The article says you have to rewatch the film.
Damn it.
No, I think in the engine compartment there's a flux capacitor that the train runs on.
Really?
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Remember the Hot Cocoa song?
Yes. With the creepy girl that's singing.
Oh, well, all the kids were creepy.
Tom Hanks is the homeless man that was creepy. Tom Hanks is the conductor that was creepy.
Tom Hanks wasn't he Santa, too, that was creepy?
Steven Tyler is the creepy elf. He actually looked the most normal of all of them.
Well, he looked close to Steven Tyler.
Yes, who looks like an elf.
I saw a TikTok that that was saying that Elf is the there are multiple universes connected to Elf.
Oh, jeez.
So Will Ferrell in Elf obviously learns that he loves playing Legos. He goes on to star in Legoland, and then in Elf he's also he learns how to make dolls, where he comes later to be the CEO of Mattel, and he's in the Barbie movie.
You know, that actually doesn't surprise. When I saw the Barbie movie trailer, I was like, he could be connected to the Lego movie this
Somebody
way.
was like, that's kind of what that guy's account does, is like he pulls
But
Yeah.
he's saying Buddy the Elf was the evil villain in the Lego movie? Is that what he's trying to tell me?
He's the Craggle?
I believe that's what he was saying.
Somebody tried to connect Elf to the Santa Claus movies with Tim Allen, because in the third one, Mrs. Claus tells us that their newborn son's name is Buddy.
Yeah,
So
that's
there's a whole new post about this guy. Whoa, he wrote a lot about this. No, I don't care. Well, there is a Pixar theory about they're connected. Like every movie in
Every
Pixar,
Pixar movie's connected.
somehow, and they have a timeline. Basically, humanity has killed itself.
Well, yeah, it's because Wall-E is towards the end.
Yeah.
The one thing I like that Pixar does is they tend to throw in an Easter egg to the next Pixar movie.
Bug's Life is also at the end, too.
Oh, that's after the apocalypse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, anything else you watched? Bass Reeves is really damn good.
it's so good.
Yeah.
So good.
So good. Okay. If you think of anything, come back. Blake, anything for you?
So good that what's his name started dating Jewel.
Kevin Costner
Kevin
did.
Costner.
He's not in Bass Reeves, though. He's in Yellowstone.
Yeah.
Which is kind of creepy because Jewel Kyle looks like the woman in Yellowstone that he's dating. The blonde girl, the environmentalist.
Piper Parabel.
Yeah.
Yes.
Piper Parabo's in it?
In Yellowstone.
Oh, God. Why didn't anybody tell me this earlier? I might have watched it.
Just watch season 4 and 5.
Yeah, I mean, her buttocks was a topic of conversation amongst many Yellowstone fans when
Yes.
they showed her. Mm-hmm. Apparently, it's pretty robust.
Has there been any more updates to the lawsuit
No.
filed between Taylor Sheridan and Rip?
Yeah, Rip is
I
getting
saw
sued.
that. What's it getting sued for?
So Taylor Sheridan has coffee.
And then, before you go there,
Jim sneezed
you.
in the background.
Are you okay?
I didn't know
No.
Rip was in Dazed and Confused.
Was that a snart?
Yeah, Cole Hauser.
Yeah, it was Cole Hauser. I didn't know that. But
That's his real name
Yeah.
in real
Yeah,
life.
he was. He was also in Good Will Hunting.
Yeah.
Who was he in Good Will Hunting?
The other friend who wasn't Ben or Casey Affleck.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
no.
He was
so,
also in
Pitch Black.
Too Fast, Too Furious.
great movie. Taylor.
He's in the Fast and Furious.
Yeah, you told me that
Yeah,
one.
Too
yeah.
Fast, Too Furious.
Taylor Sheridan had coffee, just once. No, he's making his own coffee company.
Named after his ranch.
Sorry, that's what it was. Sorry, he has a ranch where Yellowstone is filmed at,
Yes.
and Rip made a new coffee company, and the logo in the coffee company is very similar to Taylor Sheridan's ranch logo. Is what the suit says.
And I think he's making coffee at his ranch, too.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Rip's making coffee at Tyler
no,
Sheridan's
Taylor
ranch.
Sheridan's making coffee.
Tyler Sheridan
getting
is also
sued?
trying to
Tyler
get into the coffee making
Yes.
business, but someone is using
Why
the
don't
logo.
they just make
that
a
he-
whiskey? Oh wait, there is a Yellowstone whiskey.
Is there?
Yeah,
Oh,
Is there?
but I don't
guy
think
that
it's
pl-
associated with. I don't
the
think
guy
it's
that plays the
associated with
guitar, he's a beer spokesperson for like saltwater beer or
Not the
seawater
guitar
beer
player.
or whatever it is.
Yeah, that
With
one
the
guy.
gallon hat.
That one
Yeah.
guy who plays the guitar.
Oh, you mean the very, very successful musician?
Yeah,
Ryan,
that guy.
Ryan Bingham.
Is that who it is?
Yeah.
I have no idea who this is.
Yeah.
You're talking to the wrong person about music here.
Yeah, that guy who plays the guitar.
Yeah.
That's all he's known for.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who has
There-
more
there-
lives than a cat?
There is a Yellowstone whiskey, by the way.
There is.
Look it up. Yeah, but it's not associated with the show.
Also, the guy that plays Lloyd, the old guy, he has his own bourbon.
I believe it. He's got the mustache for it.
I think it's Sheridan basically saying, hold on, everyone's making more money again off Yellowstone's popularity. Let me get in on this. So, yeah. You know, that's probably not a good sign, though, if you're trying to get the cast back for the last part of the 5th season.
No.
Right? Like,
Well, I mean, they're already they've filmed.
did they film it? I don't think they have.
Well, they're
thought they were
they're
gonna start
releasing it.
In November of next year. Or is it summer?
I thought it was sooner than that.
I don't think.
I'll check.
I thought it was like a year off. They're going to release it. I thought the good news was they agreed to start filming the second half, but you're not going to have the whole cast or something like that.
Season 5 Yellowstone is airing on Paramount. Let's see here. That doesn't help me.
And well, Tyler Sheridan and Cole Hauser, they're like buddies from a long time ago too.
Yeah.
That entire group
November 2024.
with Affleck and Damon, all those guys all grew up together.
Sheridan was in that group.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh wow!
So, yeah, he's suing. So, not a good look if you're trying to get the
Is
cast.
Tyler Sheridan a writer on the Bourne conspiracy theories
No.
movies?
I don't think there's a Bourne conspiracy theory movie.
Well, there could be. It could be the
That's the name.
sixth
That's
one.
the name of the sixth one. Born
Yeah.
Conspiracy
Put
Theory.
a trademark on it. Trademark.
Trademark.
Thank you. Blake, what'd you watch?
I got against my will,
Uh-huh.
but I consented, so I guess that means wasn't technically against my will. I conceded to watch the Beckham documentary on Netflix,
The David Beckham?
mostly because I was never a fan of Beckham.
Oh, I thought it was Victoria Beckham. Never
et
mind. I
cetera,
got
et cetera.
excited.
No, that's
Seen that.
Posh
Well,
Spice.
she's in it.
She is in it.
Is she
she's-
naked in it?
Does
No.
she sing?
No, but she is in a bikini. There you
She
go.
doesn't sing in Spice Girls. Why would she start now?
Yes, she does. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you really, really
Yeah, I
want.
think she stands there and looks good next to the actual singers.
Baby Spice.
Sporty's the actual singer.
Oh, okay.
Actually, they
that Mel B?
did a flashback.
No.
They did a flashback to the Spice Girls. When they were like teenagers and young. So this wasn't like they're in their 20s throwing them together. I think this was like one of those groomed teen girls, super groups that they eventually put together and
In the music
put
industry?
into. Yeah,
I'm shocked.
I mean, I know it's shocking.
That's
normally
really
this
surprising.
happens with young teenage boys.
Yes.
But in this case, it was British teenage girls.
I'm shocked by that.
But I will have to say, I always made fun of Beckham. I never liked him. I always thought he was a douche. Mm-hmm. But I watched this documentary and I came away thinking he's actually a nice guy,
Oh.
and he's actually likable.
Oh. See?
And that was kind of shocking to me.
You know,
When they do their action, because I never paid attention to him, right? Other than that douche soccer dude that's famous and everybody loves, and he's married Posh Spice, so fuck that guy. And it came across as very likable. It's a good documentary series. I think it puts them in a good light. There are some areas where I wish they could have, as a documentary, gone into a little bit further, such as the falling out with Sir Alex Ferguson, the legendary Manchester United coach, and and the Real Madrid guy and stuff. And of course, there were the allegations of affairs that he had when he first went to Madrid for Real Madrid. So they didn't touch into those. I wish they would have, but I think it says something where some of the former coaches for Beckham came and interviewed and actually had somewhat nice things to say or gave a little bit of explanation, but they could have gone into a bit more of what happened with the rift between Ferguson and Beckham. Like, why did they decide to force a trade with him? And you listen to Beckham and you listen to his interviews and everything else, and I'm sitting there going, especially he's a young guy, you think he's good looking, he's a famous soccer player in the world. You're like, he must be an arrogant prick bastard. And you go through these interviews when he's like 16, 21, 26, even now, and I'm like, he's a likable guy. Mm-hmm. He's a nice guy. I mean, you can probably find some faults with him, but I actually walked away from that documentary going, I like this guy.
So what they were able to do was bend your opinion of Beckham?
They bent my opinion on Beckham. Yay! I was waiting for a bend it joke, but you did. You did it.
But it really concentrates also on the immense pressure that he was on.
It was incredible. Now, as you sit there and you look at it, and even Posh Spice, Victoria Beckham, even she talks about it. You think she'd be good with it with the Spice Girls, and then she brings in, considering even though she was a Spice Girl, you like to make fun of her. Oh, she's Posh Spice, and we joked about, she didn't sing with it. And when she's talking about the kids and how she's raising the kids and her priority, what she did with the boys and the girls when they're growing up, and her driving factor behind those, I'm like, you know what? She's not a stuck-up Spice Girl biatch either. I mean, I can't argue with some of the things that she talks about. And the documentary does do a little thing. You're right about talking about the immense pressure Beckham was. They even bring in Peter Hook from like New Order and Joy Division, and even from Manchester scene, and he even talks about up until the mid-90s, that's where the soccer players in England became rock stars, and he was the first rock star soccer player equivalent in England. And they're talking about how Real Madrid, they went after him, they got him, and they're like, "Why'd you do it?" And he's like, "We tripled our revenue."
Yeah,
it was a great business decision. But you go through it, and you're right. Even under the pressure that you brought up, they talk about it, and I wouldn't have realized it at the time. But they go back to videos where he's doing interviews and he's talking about it, and he's talking about it now, and he's a down to earth, normal, shy guy, really. And they talk to some of the high profile soccer writers and interviewers, and they talked about it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you bring in David Beckham. The first thing I'm expecting is this guy," and he comes in and he goes, I was all set to hate him. Even he was like, "I like him. I mean, he's a great guy," and it's pretty wild.
What did Trent Krim have to say about him?
Trent
Independent.
Krim, of the Independent, he said he was very observable. And he was a lot to learn from.
That's funny that everything you said, that people were expecting to hate him and they liked him. We've got a lot of reviews for our Hobie documentary about Blake. And it's the same thing. They're like, you know what? We were expecting to hate Blake, and he was a douche. But man, after watching this documentary, he's a really nice guy.
I thought you were talking about Jamie Tart for a second. We're going down there.
No, you.
But I think Jamie Tart may have been a little bit of Beckham inspiration.
Yeah.
No, but I was like, you know what? It was actually pretty decent. I wish they would have gone into a bit more of the touchier of things and make it a little more edgy, but they didn't. But I did also come away with more appreciation of Posh Spice and how she's talking about the children, how they raise it, And
but think of the children.
Yeah,
and the couple is still together.
And they're still together. And think about, the invasive paparazzi, the Princess Di effect and everything. And they show some things here where the paparazzi and what they're doing, even with taking your kid to school, getting in your face and you're yelling things at your kid. And I'm like, that's your kid. He's 6 years old. Fuck off, man.
Yeah.
The fuck off. And he's just like, and he never did that. He never said it. They did show one thing where he's like, "Hey, these are my kids. Leave me alone, please." And he was cordial and nice about it.
Yeah.
But still, it shows the worst of the paparazzi. But, But anyways, I came away, Victoria, back on himself. I'm like, I like him. I would have never thought about that going into this documentary.
Did you watch anything else?
No, I want to get to Bass Reeves. And I think my wife just nearly finished that damn Outlander shit. So.
Jeff, what'd you watch?
I finished Loki, finally.
Oh, we are 6 episodes behind. We got to finish that. It looks good, but we just haven't had a chance.
Did you like it?
I did.
I liked it too. That's it. When you can finish it, Jason. Maybe we can
I'm gonna ruin it for you.
No, you're fine.
Loki finally gets everything he always wanted.
The best part
Gets
is
his throne.
the best part is that well, not the best part, but the troubling is Jonathan Majors is in trouble now because his trial is not going too well, and there's a lot of things that have come out by it.
Actually, if you read the
have you read the text?
non-opinionated, neutral reporting that's coming out of it, the accuser's stories are falling apart, and the witnesses
Yeah,
are
but those
failing.
those text messages are not good.
So actually, it's looking good for Jonathan Majors in court.
The lawsuit's looking good for him winning the
Yeah.
case, but
Correct.
the knock on his
PR.
image and PR is bad.
Yeah, that's already happened. Yeah, that damage is
And then
already
they're
done.
talking about shoehorning Doctor Doom into it now. I'm like, don't shoehorn him into it as the new villain. Take your time with that one.
Yeah.
With Kang, switch him.
All you have to do is recast.
Just recast.
Everybody, I saw online that people were talking about the villain from Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Have that actor do it. Because they said that there was rumors that he could have been a Kang variant in it.
Oh yeah, that guy.
And it's like, do it. I don't understand what the whole deal is.
well,
just recast him.
Here's the problem. As I eventually watched the MCU movies, right? I did enjoy them an awful lot because I realized how well thought out they were in advance. So you can actually see how they had the end game all set up all along.
Yes.
Avengers Endgame. No, they had the whole thing, and it plays out congruently so well.
Yes.
That I did come away, after years of on this podcast and making fun of MCU movies, after I actually watched them, paid attention to them, and got them out of the way, I was like, that the whole thing is really well done and planned out.
Then you get to phase 4 and 5.
And then now we got this stuff going on, and things aren't working out. And they're going to change things up. I was like, well, maybe just stick with your original plan and try and fix it.
Yeah.
Rather than this is where you make problems. This is what happened to the third Star Wars trilogy, where they tried to change things up and then fix it and then change things back up.
After The Last Jedi, they tried to fuck it up.
It happens to diminish the overall value of those 3 movies, right?
I don't know if they have an actual view of what they want to do anymore.
But and that's a problem.
They're
too.
panicking.
Yeah, but they had one. Is what he's saying.
Yeah.
So they had
Maybe.
They had an idea. They named which movies they were going to make, when they were going to release them, and now they're canceling projects and rearranging things.
But they're not sure how many. Did they have any of the stories lined up on what? Yeah, we're going to
They had
release
titles.
these. But
I'm sure they had ideas of what those stories of each movie was going to be.
My thing is Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever. That seems so long ago, and I think it was 2 years ago, if that.
it was released 18 years ago, Jason.
It doesn't feel like it's been a long time.
Okay, I may be wrong on that one.
You might be, but it does feel like it's 18 years ago because that was a great film, and then you're just like Ant-Man, Quantumanium. It was fine, but all of them were just the Marvels I enjoyed, but it's not stand out. I'll watch it when it's on TV.
I still don't even think of the Marvels as in part of the MCU universe.
It's a decent film. It's
Standalone
enjoyable.
superhero movie.
It's a fun film.
Even though they referenced the blip and shit.
Did you saw it, right?
Yeah. I saw
Oh wait,
saw it
I'm
too,
sorry.
right?
I'm not talking about the Marvels. I'm talking about the other one, the Immortals or whatever the fuck they were called.
Oh, Inhumans.
The Inhumans?
No.
No.
The
The Eternals.
Eternals. That's
Eternals.
it.
Yeah, so
We
I,
haven't watched that
I
one.
haven't seen the Marvels,
Yeah.
and I probably won't for a while.
The after credit scene in the Marvels.
yeah.
Did you like it?
That felt thrown in.
It did. How do we get them involved? Let's do it this way?
Yeah. It's we'll try to
Were you
connect them.
surprised?
Not 100%.
Okay.
I mean, I think I was surprised that they're connecting probably what's going to be a television show
Yeah.
through the movie.
Yeah, it was enjoyable, but I'm just like, that's a very odd way of doing it.
Yeah, that end credits. I mean, I thought they did enough Howard the Duck already.
They did. I was happy Arm Fall Off Boy was in there. How they got the right? No, they got the rights from DC. Speaking of a convoluted mess, Shazam
Convoluted?
Thank you.
Convolted.
mess. Write that down.
Volted Shazam.
See, there you go. See, Blake's
That
back
movie was electronic and shocking.
The new one,
you like lightning.
Shazam 2. The after credits scene where they're trying to get him to join the Justice Society of America is the after credits scene. They asked James Gunn about it, who's now in charge of the DCU, and his comment was, "I don't know what the fuck that was." And he's like, "I didn't write it. It's not going to be part of it. I don't know why you would even put him in the Justice Society."
Did Winnebago come out with a Shazam model?
They did not, but they should have. They should.
Trademark.
I don't think it was technically a Winnebago, so that's where they tried to distance themselves from it. It was a Winnebago knockoff.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it was. I just thought that was funny with James Gunn.
Did Winnebago come out with a Breaking Bad?
If they didn't come out with a Super Troopers Winnebago, then
Johnny Jimbo.
holy shit, that's a cool Winnebago.
I'm still looking for the urban assault vehicle.
I have a bit of breaking news.
Oh, no.
Andre Braugher has passed away.
What?
Yeah.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Andre Brown?
Yeah.
How?
Just says
He died.
brief illness.
Thank you.
He was battling a brief illness and passed away.
I don't even know who he is.
Oh, he's amazing.
Homicide, life on the street.
How old was he?
All right, now I know who
61.
he is. That guy.
61.
He looks like a young 61 there.
Oh, that sucks, because, yeah, he's good in everything he does.
Damn.
Breath of silence for Andre Braugher.
Wow. Okay. Well, let's go to something more lighthearted. Blake, hit me with the news of the geek, I guess.
No. Listener feedback.
Whatever. Listener feedback?
Jason is just all.
I am discombobulated.
He's combobulated.
I'm combobulated.
He's convolted.
Convolted. I'm very convolted to this week, Jim.
Reconvolted. All right. Listener feedback brought to you by next week. 56 starting quarterbacks in the NFL this season.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I know. I saw a stat. I'm wondering if that's a record.
It's
54 this week, and with Herbert going out, and who else went out? Somebody else went out this
Concussion, CJ Stroud.
week. Stroud.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're talking about next week. They're going to be 2 new starting quarterbacks. 56 starting quarterbacks.
What was Justin Herbert's
Broken
injury?
finger.
Broken finger out for the year.
Season.
Yeah, out for the season.
Gotcha.
The Chargers suck this year anyway, so they're like,
Davis
sit 'em
Mills
down.
sighting in Houston.
Yes.
Yep, I guess that's who we'll be starting, huh?
Yeah.
Yep. You got Browning looking like Burrow, and then you got Joe Flacco looking wacko.
I saw some idiot on TikTok who was.
Whoa. An idiot on TikTok?
TikTok?
Yeah.
An idiot on social media?
Yeah.
Shocked.
He is calling the Joe Burrow, Jake Browning, the Drew Bledsoe, Tom Brady 2.0.
Sure.
It's there. All the signs are there.
Actually, that's the
If
Mac,
it wins the Super Bowl.
actually, that's the Mac Jones DeVito New York Giants scenario.
Did you see
Did you know
DeVito?
DeVito's
Agent?
his agent getting all the press?
Not Mac Jones, Daniel Jones.
Daniel
Daniel
Jones.
Jones.
Sorry, Mac Jones is the Patriot guy, right?
Is he a quarterback, Mac Jones?
Yeah, that guy.
No, I was
But
kidding.
who starts next week for the Giants?
DeVito, isn't it? Or are they going back to Tyrod Taylor?
Tyrod Taylor.
Bring it back,
Is he healthy
DeVito.
again?
Tyrod Taylor's off IR.
Yeah, but DeVito's won 2 games in a row.
3.
3.
Yeah,
Bring him
I
on.
almost picked the Giants for the underdog.
And I think he
upset
threw
this
for like
week, and I
85
should've.
yards this week.
Total.
Yeah.
No, in all 3 games.
Thank you, Saquon.
Still better than Mac Jones.
Stellato. Yeah, that's the agent's name.
Stiletto.
Stellato.
Oh,
or
yeah.
Stellato.
You say stiletto, I say stiletto.
Stellato.
Tomato, tomato,
Gelato.
ice cream.
And then, so have you seen how well the Bengals' offensive line has looked the last 2 weeks?
Sure.
You mean no sacks this week?
I think I was 100% right with that Jonah Williams not blocking for Burrow because he wanted his boy Browning in there.
Conspiracy.
Put it on TikTok. Blake, what you got for listener feedback here?
Yeah, we start off with that one guy,
Can't give yourself a nickname?
Ape hands.
formerly known as
Beaver hands.
Sunny
Seven.
D. Sunny D.
The
Chili.
delivery man.
Chili Billy.
Postman.
always delivers thrice.
Dad.
Big D.
Yeah.
Doug.
Beaver hands.
So he's making an
was said.
announcement for
Ape hands.
Both were said.
yeah,
Sorry.
he's making an announcement for
Beaver
all the
hands.
listeners out there.
Oh.
And all the runners for floppies. He says, while I appreciate the support for Canadian of the Year, I don't think I had him down for that this year. I would like to take my name out of the floppy award consideration before we voted you out. I have won so many floppies. I don't know who's counting. I would like to give others a chance. Maybe even Scab Jeff.
Well, the fans voted for him in his poll. That Doug has a fan vote already.
Well, one, I'm going to say
His own vote.
no offense, Doug. If we name you Canadian of the Year, you become Canadian of the Year.
You will take it and you will like it.
And then we'll probably have to strip it from you because you'll do something stupid like say Pez sucks or something.
Or
Yeah.
make us eat stupid pickle ice cream or some shit.
You know, there is nothing wrong with
Oh, good point. I can't vote for Doug.
Dr. Dana has never made us bad things to deprived us with bad things.
No.
Well, Jason, you don't know this yet.
Yeah.
But Scab Jeff gets one free vote on a floppy of his choice
Why?
because he won the bet a few weeks ago.
When you weren't on.
What bet was that?
It was over and under on how long Jason would allow me to talk about trash reality television. And I talked for 11 and a half minutes, which was well the over.
Yeah, it was like two
2.5 minutes or something was the. And
I don't remember this deal.
yeah, you weren't there.
Yes. If only I could go back and listen. If we record it,
We should probably do that.
you would think.
Oh wait, are we recording this?
Damn it.
How many floppies does Doug have,
He's over a dozen.
for the record?
I think he's
Really?
over- I think so.
I
He's
didn't
up there.
vote for him.
Don't blame me.
Is Scab
I
Jeff,
voted third party.
I voted for Kodos.
is Scab Jeff still at 0?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. His wife has 2.
Yeah.
So, what else you got here?
Wrong button.
From Meow God at Meow God. Is there a Canadian throwdown in the Squid Game-like environment after the floppy votes? Oh.
It would make it interesting.
Well, he's now nominated in the latest poll, and he's like, well, shit, I got to find a weapon.
Hockey stick.
He's not Canadian.
But he's going for the Canadian of
Oh,
the
he
Year.
is Canadian. Yes, sorry.
It's got to be hockey related. Or he could use a skate.
We have a lot of Canadian listeners. Who knew?
Skates can be used as a weapon, too.
Yeah.
You do slicing,
We found that out.
Slicing damage.
Yes.
Slashing damage.
Yes.
You could use a cup of Tim Hortons coffee.
He could throw what's one of those things at? What is that?
Mochi.
A mochi at them.
He can just make somebody eat mochi.
Oh, that's good.
I don't think the mochi would hurt. It would just bounce and fall to the ground.
Or as Doug says, could be good.
Ow, you threw Steve at me.
These chips are delightful, by the way.
What'd you get?
The jalapeno ranch ones.
Jalapeno ranch
Ruffles.
ruffles. I think that was in the Pam Bride
was.
bag.
Oh, okay.
Those are delightful.
I should probably try one before I.
Before I eat them all, please.
What else you got here, Blake?
Now next week we'll get the jalapeno ranch ice cream. Thanks, Doug. From BlakeBot at BlakeBot19. What is the most useless pet?
Yamagotchi or Tamagotchi. What is those things? The electronic pets?
Tamagotchi?
Yeah.
Tamagotchis.
Tamagotchis.
Rock.
Oh.
I got a rock.
No, I think pet rocks are better than Tamagotchis.
I would say hermit crabs.
They're cool.
They don't do anything.
That's the point.
That was the third time I got crabs.
That's true.
I don't like this question.
Cats?
No. A pet is... It's supposed to bring you joy.
Well, he's asking which one.
So
he's a robot, so I don't think anything brings him joy.
So what's the
Probably has no empathy.
what's the thing you can have as a pet that would be the farthest from joy?
A rock.
We're helping AI,
But that's,
AI
that's
out
subjective to the person.
I think that's the question, though. Subjectively, what would you put?
I can't answer that.
okay.
Kids.
Here. You could say other human beings. Yeah.
Yeah.
The David Beckham documentary.
Is that Pet?
But it could be for somebody.
A little interesting fact about AI. It's written by 78% men in that field. AI engineers or whatever.
Oh, I'm about to say AI is written by people at all.
But started it. 78% like have, maintain it in that, which they said is very interesting because then, in theory, the bias is towards a male-centered point of view because there's only 22% that are women that are in that AI field. So it's just kind of an interesting little thing.
No, not really.
Okay. Well, I thought it was. Okay.
Moving on.
Well, I guess it's not necessarily of who curates it, but what they're curating it from is the question.
I was just giving you the information. Those kind of a little interesting fact.
What we're saying is they need to curate AI from a wider range of things than just,
yes,
Spike TV.
Yes.
The main show. That was on Spike TV, right?
We should have it learn from ridiculousness.
I think it is learning from ridiculousness.
You can't learn anything from ridiculousness.
I learn a lot of what not to do from ridiculousness.
Chanel West Coast.
Is that a real person?
Chanel West Coast, yes.
Yes, she is.
And that's what she laughs like.
It's the most annoying laugh in the world.
Yes.
Because it sounded like a terrible made-up name.
No, well, I don't think it is her real name.
I think it is made up.
Her name.
She was his administrative assistant. That's how she got the job.
You know what?
She got the job because she had boobs.
Our last name is West Coast. Last name is Chanel. What else you got here, Blake?
Corrections
Oh,
from number one fan Doug. Jason, when you mentioned Oogie Boogie, you sang a song by Jack Skellington.
I apologize for that.
Sure. Also,
Why?
the question last week was about the worst amusement park rides. Jason and Blake mentioned theme park attractions. I think he's yelling because that's all in capitals.
It is. It is. We apologize, Doug. We're right
Do we?
until proven wrong
Yeah, why are we apologizing?
because we're incorrect. And we're
I don't think we are.
we're a very factual based podcast.
We are.
I don't think we owe anything to anyone.
Just because someone comes yelling at us doesn't
Well, we
mean
do
they're
if we
right.
Give him an IOU.
Well, yeah, but we haven't given Doug an IOU.
Do it. What
Well, in
else
fact,
got?
this correction makes me want to vote for him even less for any floppies.
Wow.
Maybe even strip some of his previous ones.
Even less. I mean, he made us eat the ice cream.
Oh, he's bringing us pickle ice cream next week.
I'm looking forward to the pickle ice cream.
Ugh. What else you got, Blake?
From Sister Pam at Pam World. I almost want to ask Pam, what rides are at Pam World?
Please don't ask her that.
I've already done it. Seriously, what do I need to do to get the Best Morris Floppy Award again? Canadian of the Year Award? I mean, I am the best Morris ever. Because that's her surname.
She might be up for Best Morris.
Oh, she's definitely nominated for
Yeah.
it. She's probably a forerunner for it.
Yeah, she won last year. So I think she might have to win this year. I think.
I pretty much think their biggest competition is Morris the Cat.
Morris the Cat is a good
I
one.
know Morris Chestnut is still out there.
He's a floppy winner.
Yes.
He is a floppy winner. Scab Jeff, you think he has a shot?
No.
Okay.
Well, he might choose that as his
vote.
free vote.
Well, that's his vote, but it doesn't mean he wins.
No, I know, but he automatically will get a vote for it.
Yeah.
It could come down to that deciding vote.
That's not happening. We'll find some way out of it. But keep doing what you're
Considering
doing,
we
Pam.
make up the rules.
Yes. We're the Golden Globes. We're the Golden Globes of podcasting. Blake, what else you got?
Professor number one and Doctor number one of each Hobie host went their separate way. What would your new podcast be about?
Wrestling.
Well, we really should think about this because we did get the notice from Facebook
Yes.
or somebody pretending to be Facebook.
Yes. I like when they send in those things to us.
Yes.
And they're not even like related to Facebook. Like there's not even a Facebook or they misspell Facebook.
We're in trademark violation. Was it
Yes.
trademark
Yes.
or copyright? I can't remember.
I forget which
Did you guys look at the picture?
No.
I wouldn't click on it.
Is it a nudie?
No, I don't know. I wouldn't click on
Oh,
it.
no. I just
Oh,
blocked them.
shit. I've been hacked.
I just blocked them.
No, I didn't click the link.
No. The best is respond to customer service at Facebook Facebook.com. Wait a minute. Facebook? What is Facebook?
Yeah, Facebook was taken.
Oh, okay.
Somebody already had that.
So Facebook couldn't even do
Oh, wait
it.
a minute. That's our Facebook account.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
So for our listeners, yeah, we got quote unquote reported for trademark or some type of violation from
Facebook.
from Facebook technical support.
Yes. Just click on this link. It's fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's fine. Good news is Tumblr did not have any issues with us, so we're fine there.
Tumblr loves us.
Yes. We did get an email. They said they will kick us out if we don't start putting porn on them. On it. Where is your porn?
No, that is not true because Tumblr is trying to get rid of porn.
They're
They've passed a whole bunch of rules that no one follows.
They're like, "Where's your fake porn?" And we're like, "It's in the Tree app." We're sorry.
Yeah, the problem is we hid all the porn in the tree app.
Yes.
So.
That's right.
Yeah, you have to have Tree app access to get to the porn.
Don't forget, Tree app is available for free on Apple and Google Google devices. Go to the app stores.
Which Twitter may not be. So
Yes. So we're going to be better than that. Tree app. Go get it.
What would your guys' podcast be about?
board games.
Wrestling. Blake's is porn.
Sure. Somebody's got to do it, right?
Sports.
Brian? Dogs.
Dean Cain.
D&D.
Actually, I could see Blake being
Christmas
D&D.
movies.
Blake would be D&D.
I would be reviewing Dean King Christmas movies.
Speaking of D&D, I'm so glad you brought that up.
Anyways.
He brought it up. Let's hear
You
it.
brought it up. So, anyways, right? So D&D's coming out. They've announced it's the weirdest fucking news ever, right? So you got one D&D coming out in the spring.
Okay.
So that's been coming, and everybody.
Is that
knows.
version 6?
No.
Not really.
okay.
They're saying it's not.
It's not a new edition.
Not a new edition, but it's one D&D with a new OGL license, believe it or not. And then they're talking about, how great this is going to be. And then they say this is going to be the biggest player's handbook ever, which basically says, you're going to get the main 12 classes with 4 subclasses for 48 classes, which fucking insane. But anyway,
They just want you to buy a new handbook.
they just want you to buy a new handbook, more art and everything else. And they're like, this is going to be the best ever. Then the next day, we're laying off 1,100 employees.
Yes.
Oh, I hadn't heard that.
Yeah,
This came out today.
Because the toy department wasn't doing
Oh,
good.
Hasbro.
Hasbro owns
Yeah.
Hasbro's laying off something like 90,000 or
1,100.
1,100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh no, that's just like I think
That's just Wizard.
that's just Wizards.
That was just Wizards.
yeah, Hasbro's
Wow.
releasing off a ton of
Well, the
It's
best part,
you know-
did you see how Hasbro...
You know the shittiest part is that companies do this at the fucking holidays.
yeah,
Oh,
they,
yeah.
they do it right
You know,
before Christmas. They don't wait till
fucking-
the end of the year.
Fucking horrible people, man.
Well, the best part is, do you see part of the reason what Hasbro blamed one of the toy lines? Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. There hasn't been a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers TV show on in 10 years.
No.
Of course the toy line's not going
Are
to
you
sell.
sure?
5 years.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
yeah. Or there's
There was a Mighty Morphin Power Ranger movie out this summer.
No.
Well, not in the on
okay.
line. They with some of the original.
Okay, I still take it back.
actors.
Nobody fucking cares about Mighty Morphin Power
I
Rangers.
did. I watched the movie.
Oh, okay.
There
They
you
brought
go.
back.
Pink.
Amy Jo Johnson.
No, Amy Jo Johnson was not
Billy
involved.
Zabka.
You should have talked about it. Maybe you could have saved some jobs.
I probably could have.
Was it,
It was David Yost and
Was it the guy
was
that
it
got arrested?
Walter? No, it wasn't that guy either.
Okay.
But the second Red Ranger.
Mm-hmm.
See, they had the original Blue Ranger,
Oh.
and the original Black Ranger, and then the second Red and Pink Ranger, and then I think the second Black Ranger and second Yellow Ranger had minor roles. They weren't, but they not as
the green
Rangers.
one in it?
No.
No. So Blake has a D&D podcast. Brian and I would start a podcast reviewing Blake's D&D podcast.
I'm out.
This is nothing like Frogger.
What's Blake talking about?
We already beat this game.
Why is he just not going to the lily pad? I don't understand.
Jeff, give me some news of the geek music, would you please? If you can find it over there. That would be wonderful. Maybe.
It's time for another installment of the news of the geek.
Per USA Today, where Jim gets all of his news from,
It is not.
an Ohio woman convicted of assault after she was filmed hurling a burrito bowl at a Chipotle employee.
Chipotle.
Thank you.
Chipotle.
Has agreed to an unconventional sentencing, a job at a fast food restaurant for 2 months. The incident, captured on video September 5th and uploaded to Reddit,
I love this.
has since gone viral on social media platforms. 30-second clip shows Rosemary Hain, 39, screaming at a worker before throwing food at the woman. Hain was found guilty on November 28th and was facing a hefty fine and 180 days in jail. But the judge suddenly changed course. Quote, "You didn't get your burrito bowl the way you like it, and this is how you respond," Judge Timothy Gilligan said to Hain in a courtroom in Parma, Ohio. This quote, "This is not Real Housewives of Parma. This behavior is unacceptable," he said. Gilligan offered to shave off 60 days of jail time if Hain agreed to work for 2 months at a fast food restaurant for at least 20 hours a week.
Wasn't Housewives of Parma, wasn't that called Hot in Cleveland?
Yes, Betty White. Let's see here. Hain accepted the judge's offer. She seemed apologetic in court, explaining that feelings that led to the assault of a 26-year-old Emily Russell, but complained about the quality of the food. Hain said, quote, "If I showed you how my food looked and how my food looked a week later from that same restaurant, it's disgusting looking. I bet you won't be happy with the food you're going to get in jail," said Gilligan in response.
Wait. She seemed apologetic, but then
Yes,
pretty
that
much
said
said,
it.
but the food was disgusting, so...
Yes.
It's a burrito bowl.
Yeah, I don't know how it's supposed to look. And now,
I like
why
the
did
judge.
she hold on to the food for a week to see how it looked a week later?
I think she went 1 week and then went back and it looked different. She got a second one.
Why would she go back?
I think the second time was the bad one.
Yeah, the second time was the bad one. First one. The victim has since quit her job, she told the Washington Post, saying that she was only struck because she stepped in to protect a 17-year-old employee who Hain was screaming at. Quote, "I was so embarrassed and in shock," Russell told the outlet. "I couldn't believe my customer had to witness that," adding that the food was hot and burned her face. GoFundMe page was created to support Russell until she finds a new job. This page has surpassed its goal of $1,500, raising nearly $10,000 as of Thursday last week.
So would you take a burrito bowl to the face for $10,000?
Sure. Taking worse to my face.
That's what she said.
That's right. Yeah. Brian, the people are really good at this time of the year.
No, people are the fucking worst all times of
But
year.
the food looked different.
But is this
Brian.
time of year?
Well, she was
When did this happen?
I don't know. It doesn't
Wasn't
say.
this Judgment inspired? Wasn't that a Seinfeld joke?
It was-
My Butler.
It was back in September when this happened.
Okay, sorry.
The ruling of in the court
Was that November?
into November.
I like that. Yeah. I wonder if she's. I think we should go into this store every time she's working and just yell at her and throw food.
I do have to say, I am kind of surprised. 6 months in jail for throwing a burrito bowl.
Well, it's assault.
I know, but
That's assault, brother.
That's assault with a tasty weapon.
Apparently it wasn't that tasty. It looked disgusting, Jason.
Yeah,
Sorry.
the,
Thought that was
the level of taste was subjective here.
I made Jeff laugh. I was happy. That was like one of old Brian's bad jokes. Let's see here. Per Variety, where Blake gets all his music from.
I like this article.
Natalie Portman appeared on Watch What Happens Live to promote her buzzy Netflix drama, May-December, and once again told Star Wars fans that she is more than open to reprising her role of Padme. Portman was just a teenager when she landed the leading role in George Lucas's prequel trilogy. Her first entry, The Phantom Menace, opened in 1999 when Portman was 18 years old. Please remember that.
Yep.
Asked by host Andy Cohen what it was like meeting the British royal family at the Phantom Menace premiere, Portman recalled, quote, "I remember Prince Charles. He was then Prince Charles, and he asked me if I was in the originals. I was like, no, I'm 18. But he was very friendly. Portman said no one has asked her about returning to the Star Wars franchise, but, quote, I'm open to it. She said working on the prequel trilogy was amazing. Unfortunately, the films weren't. Adding, quote, it was the first time I worked digitally. I don't think anyone was shooting that way then. It's my first time working with the green screen. It was a whole new set of skills to pick up and a whole new world to enter.
it doesn't surprise me watching those movies that most of those people hadn't worked on green screen before.
Padme died in labor after giving birth to Luke and Leia and just giving up in Revenge of the Sith. I'm tired. I'm done. So having Portman re-enter the franchise might be difficult.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I'd join again. It's like, you're twice as old as you were then, and your character died.
Wait a
She
minute.
didn't die. She
Hold
just
on a
fell asleep.
second. That
She was
was
just tired.
Padme's clone.
Oh, yeah, we'll just do it that way.
Yes.
Or is it the clone coming back?
Yes.
Yes, and all that.
I mean, they did it with the Emperor. I'm
Keira
like-
Knightley's coming back.
Yeah, I'm about to say, wouldn't they just get Keira Knightley to
Yes.
do it?
Yeah.
Taika Waititi,
Taika Waititi?
Taika.
thank you, is currently developing a new Star Wars movie, and he told a widely shared story in summer 2022 about asking Portman if she wanted to star in it without realizing she was already one in Star Wars universe.
I mean, she can-
He said, quote, he says he did forget because he asked me if I wanted to be in a Star Wars movie. I was like, I was. She told a GQ magazine earlier this year. I thought he was joking. Then afterwards, he said in some interview that he was like cringing afterward. Whoops.
You're allowed to play different characters.
No one knows Portman's in this film. Is she Tom Hardy? No one-
Couldn't identify her. She did a great job of not playing
She just
herself.
sank right into that character that I didn't even realize it was her.
They were all blinded by that midriff.
They were blinded by Hayden Christensen's acting.
Oh, Annie.
Oh, no, that's right. Jake Lloyd's acting. Are you an angel? Bam. Sorry, kid. You didn't have enough chlorines. That fucking trilogy.
Gonna have Padme die. How? She have a broken heart.
She just got tired. I think what was
You
the-
try to carry Hayden Christensen's children around for 9 months.
big. I did like the one we've talked about, like Princess. Where should we send the girl? Oh, to a planet she can be the future queen and everything. Where's the boy going? To the farm.
Some sand farm. Not even a farm. A sand farm.
No,
where
no,
nothing
a
grows.
moisture farm.
Moisture farm.
Yeah, a moisture farm. Because they need moisture on the sand farm.
Send him. We don't care.
Sand farm.
Should we change his last name? How do you not?
He will. They'll never find him.
He was the decoy.
We'll give him the Skywalker family. Oh, yeah, there's no connection there.
Darth Vader, did you not look in the white pages? Oh shit, I forgot. Damn it.
Well, he did look at him, but he was just a whiny little bitch.
I don't want to deal with this kid.
Not my son.
And then when he
We
said
saw that in Obi-Wan, didn't
that's
we?
true. Should we chase after him? Yeah.
Eh,
I got things to do over there.
this droid needs a new power converter.
I don't want to go to the academy.
Didn't Darth Vader send us down to get the Jedi? Yeah, he's running away. I don't feel like running. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work over there.
Wedge and Biggs got to go to the academy. Why can't I go to the academy?
Obi-Wan's working at a butcher shop.
I can shoot them womp rats. Come on.
How come I can't work at a butcher shop?
They're no bigger than a meter.
Obi-Wan, you should probably put that meat in a cooler or something, right? It's like
He
100
salted
degrees.
it, I think.
Oh, it's fine. It's 100 degrees out. It's fine. It's fine.
I like how they just stop. They're on the line. The workday's over, and they just stop midway through
And leave it all
and leave it all
there.
sitting out in the sun and the sand.
It's fine.
Is there maybe a second shift that comes in and
shift
does
2
it?
coming on next.
The Sith.
We're here to kill and hunt down every Jedi. There goes one. We'll get them.
Next week.
Go get them now. Nah, I want to set an example to this planet that we don't even rule, but it's on the far outsides of the Empire. Yeah, but there goes one Jedi.
Bring
there.
that moisture
Bring 'em
farmer.
down. No, we'll get them.
Not just
gonna
one
tell you, I'm
Jedi.
gonna make an
the
example.
Jedi.
I would like to see
Hey,
the-
Obi-Wan, don't you think you should change your appearance? Nah. Should you shave your beard? Nah.
No, we're okay. We're fine. I do want to see the second shift that comes into the butcher shop. It's like Darth Maul. I'm just here on Tatooine. Don't mind me.
Clones.
God, that was not a great series. But Qui-Gon showed up, Blake.
I stopped after episode
But
2.
Qui-Gon showed up.
So you miss Qui-Gon.
Whatever.
He showed up.
Yeah.
No one cared. We got Ryan. You okay?
I have no clue what just
For the last
happened
20
the last
minutes between-
15 minutes.
So now you know what it's like when you talk Yellowstone.
Yellowstone.
Okay. I was just reading the article that I sent over earlier about the
Would you like me to read that one?
the escape prison.
I was going to put that on the next week's episode.
Next week.
No, this one needs to be. We can't forget. We can't.
You want to
let
do
this
it?
one
Okay,
go.
here we go. Vice News.
Where Brian gets all his news.
Thanapat Mayod, 37, was serving a sentence for theft in a prison in the city of Pattaya, Thailand.
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 When he started feeling pain in his private parts, according to the newspaper, the Bangkok Post. Get
That is the greatest.
it? Get it?
Oh, that's so good.
I'm feeling pain down there.
In the Bangkok
According to the
Post.
Bangkok
My,
Post.
before he went to prison, Mayod underwent a series of injections to enlarge his penis. But last week, he was admitted to a local hospital after his genitals became severely infected. At some point while in the hospital, he came up with a plan to escape. He called his wife, who allegedly then smuggled in a pair of pliers. On Friday, Mayod underwent surgery to deal with his infected genitals, then hours later escaped. He used the pliers to cut through his ankle chains around 2 a.m. Videos later published online showed a hunched-over Mayod limping towards a nearby elevator. When hospitals noticed that he was gone from his 7th-floor room, authorities immediately began hunting for him. They focused their search on the surrounding buildings and woods. You did not.
Woods.
Yeah, you did not edit this one. Reportedly believing he couldn't have gone far because he still had urine tube inserted into his penis. He was
Still
actually on
had
the
his
6th floor.
catheter in.
About 28 hours later, they found him on the roof of a nearby building. He told police that after fleeing the hospital, he ran into the nearby forest and threw his pliers away. He then climbed a nearby power pole onto the roof of the hospital psychiatry ward, only roughly about 70 feet from where he escaped. He stayed there, hiding under a black bag, reportedly in agonizing pain until he was discovered. His wife had admitted to smuggling in the pliers and told authorities that he escaped because he missed his family. He still had 13 months remaining on his sentence. Both new charges could face an additional 3 years behind bars.
So where'd she smuggle those pliers in from?
Oh. His wife was also charged with aid in escape and could face up to 5 years. So guess what? They're both missing family soon. So...
Can you believe the balls on this guy?
Oh, wait. I'm on the wrong page here. 'Cause I was getting it ready
There you go.
for the upcoming. But before he went to jail, he got the injections.
Yes.
Yep.
So is he doing this because he thinks if I get a bigger genital area, they'll leave me alone in prison?
Sure.
You should write him and ask him.
I mean, I'm like, oh crap, I might go to prison. Give me penis injections. And
Do those work?
I don't
For this guy, they didn't.
Blake, do they work?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I actually know it probably was bigger.
Because it was infected.
It was infected, inflamed,
Yes.
and red.
I mean, maybe he intended to get it infected because no one would bother him if he's got
Yes.
an STD or something.
Did you finish? No, that was pus.
That's what she said.
Coming to Fox this Sunday.
Damn it, I might have just got suspended.
Coming to the Playboy channel this week. Did you finish? No, it was pus. Jeff, you got some news of the geek here going on?
Sounds like the title for this week.
That's top 5.
So we're going to top 5 now? Oh, wait.
Okay, fine. Top 5. Here we go. Top 5 this week is you blew your chance. Top 5 favorite movie
Well, you
scenes.
said news of the geek. You didn't even say box
Box office.
office news.
Top 5 favorite movie scenes.
Number 1 was The Boy and the Heron, made $12.8 million.
Oh.
Number 2 was
I was
The
going to do
Hunger-
that after, but go ahead.
Number 2 was The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, made $9.4 million. Godzilla -1 made $8.3. Trolls Band Together made $6.2, and Wish made $5.3. Upcoming is a movie called Wonka.
Wish is really not doing well.
I saw a headline that said Godzilla -1 should win an Oscar for Best Picture.
It's getting one of the best reviews because this is the Japanese film, and they said it is one of the best reviewed films of the year. I want to see it.
What's the Wonka film about?
Willy Wonka.
Oh, really?
It has that beautiful man, Timothy Chalamet, in it.
It's about a
And
guy
Hugh
trying
Grant.
to escape a prison after a penis enlargement thing goes wrong.
Hugh Grant plays an Oompa Loompa.
Yes.
Wow.
Stars Fozzie Bear. Wonka, Wonka, Wonka.
With dreams of opening a shop in a city renowned for its chocolate, a young and poor Willy Wonka discovers that the industry is run by a cartel of greedy chocolatiers.
And then he kills them one by one. So it's like Scarface, but with chocolate. Sounds great.
So he kidnaps a bunch of indentured servants
Yes.
to make them candy.
Yes. Don't worry, Hugh
So
Grant.
anyway, that's the long one.
Top 5 favorite movie scenes this week. Brian, you go first. What's your number 5?
Number 5 would be the Rocky IV training montage prior to the fight with Ivan Drago.
Oh, that's a good one.
Even Rocky had a montage. Montage.
Yeah.
Blake, number 5.
I had to Hobie it because they're both from the same guy, Rob Reiner.
Okay.
First one, when Harry met Sally, Meg Ryan's orgasm scene in the diner.
I'll have what she's having.
Yeah, I'll have what she's having. And then The Princess Bride, possibly one of the greatest sword fighting duels you'll ever see between Inigo and the quote unquote the Dread Pirate Roberts.
Yeah, but he's not left-handed.
Neither was he.
The man in black.
The man in black.
saying that.
Yes.
Okay, number 5 for you, Jeff.
I'm going to say I decided, my favorite movie scenes are those with good dialogue. So all
Okay.
mine are going to be dialogue-driven scenes.
Okay.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying my top 5 list is going to be all dialogue-driven
sword fighting.
scenes. So
Oh,
it's-
you're not going to demonstrate it action-wise
no,
for me?
the action scenes. No, I like to rewatch the dialogue scenes where
Yes.
they have great exchanges.
Chuli's gum wrap is going to be on there.
Oh, I should have. I guess it's an honorable mention.
What's your number 5?
With subtitles or without subtitles, since you like dialogue so much?
You get to choose. They're closed captions. So
Awesome.
my number 5 is from the movie Closer. The dialogue between the
Natalie Portman.
no Julia Roberts and Clive Owen when they were
Do it.
was
What were they talking about?
What does it
No, they were
taste?
talking
What does
about-
it taste like?
they were talking about the fact that she slept with somebody else, and they're going back and forth for a while or whatever, and it goes up to the, it's like, oh, did you give him a blowjob or however? I don't remember the exact words for it, but and she's like, yeah, and he's like, well, what does he taste like? And she's like, tastes like you, only sweeter. Which then Fall Out Boy ruined by putting it in a song of theirs.
Everyone in the theater that we were watching with before you just went, oh.
And that's the honesty I'm looking for. Thank you. Now fuck off.
Number 5 for me is the movie Major League. The ending when Jake Taylor bunts. Just the whole crowd getting excited.
You said the ending. I thought you meant when he went and kissed Rene Russo.
Oh, no. Close is when he's driving the bullpen cart to her house. No, number 5
It's
the
a
ending.
denouement moment.
Yes, it's just he goes up there and never mind.
That's good. I like that. That is a good scene. I wish I would have remembered it.
He points
Yeah.
and then he bunts.
Yes.
No, my honorable mention from that movie was when they're in the restaurant and Charlie Sheen's character had to get a jacket.
Yes.
And he feels like, I feel like a banker in this suit.
Want me to go take me outside, kick his ass,
Kick the shit out of him.
kick the shit. out.
I feel overdressed.
Number 5 for you, Jim.
I kind of did just very small scenes that just
Okay.
kind of make it. And I will go number 5. I will go with Billy Madison when Frank has the hose. And he's just spraying the kid down at Billy's birthday party. And the kids are like, I don't even know you. Why are you doing this?
Good one. Number 4 for you.
Number 4, I will go to Caddyshack.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
And it's just after the the priest or the bishop gets struck by lightning. When Carl just puts the
back down
and just looks and just creeps away.
I don't think that episode's coming for some time. I would play through.
I like that.
Number 4 for me is the most depressing ending ever in a movie, The Mist. When they're in the truck getting away and they decide to shoot themselves.
Well, they ran out of gas.
They ran out of gas, and they think the monsters are coming. So they instead of waiting to see the monsters are coming, they all shoot themselves, except for Thomas Jane, because there's no bullets left, and it was actually the military coming to save them.
Spoiler alert.
Yes. It's 15 years old. It's okay. I had that on the other day, and God, it's such a great film, beginning to end. Andre Braugher's in it.
Yes, he is.
He is.
Was Cole Hauser in it too?
No, he was not.
Oh,
Number 4 for you, Jeff?
Number 4 for me, I have the Princess Bride.
yes,
The To the Pain scene,
yes.
where the first thing you will lose is your feet below the ankles and your hands at the wrists.
Yes, and I know. My ears are next.
Wrong. Your ears you keep, and I'll tell you why.
Dear God, what is that thing will echo in your perfect ears.
To the pain means I leave you in anguish, wallowing in freakish misery.
He's bluffing.
I knew
Perhaps Pig.
I knew it. Knew it. Number 4.
that was good. I mean, you could also do the Sicilian scene too.
Inconceivable.
I also
could,
like,
but I didn't.
I like when Negro, when he's also doing the
Inigo?
Inigo.
Yes.
He's doing
Indigo. What'd you say?
Indigo.
That's not no.
Inigo.
Jason was almost canceled.
When he was when he's doing the 6-finger man, not doing him, but he's fighting him, and he's
Yes.
like, "Stop saying that! You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Offer me wishes, or riches. Offer me whatever I want.
Anything you want."
Give me my father back.
Number 4 for you.
Number 4, Saving Private Ryan. The entire D&D. I mean D&D.
My favorite part of that movie too.
Dungeon Dragon Day.
Should we invade? Nope. I got to invade the dungeon first. Hold on.
The D-Day landing. The D-Day landing in Normandy.
I didn't see that. That must have been like a limited edition.
Okay, I'm going to attack this post. Not one. Shit.
They had 8.
Now that'd be the Germans. Scheisse. Ein.
Number 4 for you.
Number 4 for me will be the opening scene, opening getaway from Baby Driver.
Okay. Heard
That-
really good things about it.
Oh, it's so good.
Call me baby driver.
That the soundtrack is
Once upon
awesome.
a
The cast is
pair of
great. I'm still waiting for the sequel.
Number 3,
Would that be toddler driver?
Boss Baby.
Teenage Driver.
Insurance is really high. He's got to break the law to pay for his insurance. Number 3,
Number 3 for me will be the roof scene in Shawshank.
roof scene. Oh,
When they're tarring the roof.
Tarring the roof. Sitting there with the beer.
Yep, at the end of the day.
Yeah,
You know.
that's good. That's a good scene.
Nice ice cold beer after an honest day's work.
Yep.
All depends on if you trust your wife.
Number 3.
Yeah, the seriousness of the D-Day landing obviously lost, but that would have been cool. They're playing D&D on the ships overnight before they land. No, but anyway. Number 3. I'll tell you what. First time seeing Lord of the Rings and being somewhat cautiously optimistic until they got to the Tomb of Durin and the Moria fight scene with thou shalt not pass.
You shall not pass.
Because in my mind, you can tell Peter Jackson was a true fan at that point because the Moria art mirrored a lot of the original Tolkien art and everything other art associated with the books and etc. And at that point, you're like, all right, I can trust this. I mean, enjoying it. Now I really enjoy it. And that's probably the best part about the first movie.
So Brian and I's talking about that on our podcast this week too. Love Lord of the Rings.
Oh, sorry, I can't make it.
Me neither. Number 3 for you.
Number 3 for me is For Love of the Game. Gus's little speech to get Billy Chapel, psyched up to finish the game.
We're the best team now.
Yep. because of you, we are the best team right now.
But isn't the New York fan just really obnoxious in that movie?
All New York fans in that movie are obnoxious.
In the movie?
Is that the one at the airport or all the ones in the stadium?
At the airport.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Incredibly annoying.
Number 3 for me is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. It's when Miles is learning how to control his powers, and Peter Parker, his mentor, is saying, that's all it is, Miles, a leap of faith. And then he jumps off the building, and the music hits, and it's amazing. I love that scene. One of my favorite scenes.
I thought that was Indiana Jones and the
Stop it.
Last Crusade when he took the leap of faith.
Get out.
Am I wrong? Didn't they take a leap of faith in that?
This is a much better version.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. That was the third test, right?
It was one of them. I don't remember the order.
Number 3 for you?
I Hobie number 3.
Okay.
They're both from the same director and writer. I'll do Chasing Amy.
Didn't even think of that.
Now that is a shared moment.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
You know what? This weekend, I watched the last 45 minutes of Mallrats.
I was watching that too.
You saw it too? Yeah, I watched
Mallrats
Yes.
is another one.
I turned it on when Ben Affleck's like holding in the Brody in the hallway, like in the back of a Volkswagen.
What? Did he come?
Come on, man.
There's just some things you don't ask.
Number 3, also you Hobied it.
That was the Chasing Amy scene and the
Okay.
yeah
The Mallrat.
and the Mallrats.
Number 2.
Number 2, it's Animal House.
Animal House.
It's when they're sneaking, bringing the horse in
into the dean's office.
in the dean's office, and Bluto runs out across the thing to be stealth, and he's like looking around, jumping around, and
He's in all black except for the white socks.
And it's like big bright lights shining down on him, so he's like running very unsneakily.
The gun goes off. Those are blanks, right?
Number 2 for me is
Because learning is good.
piggyback
knowledge.
Knowledge is good.
Faber College.
to piggyback off Brian over there. Shawshank Redemption. The whole scene when he's leaving the prison, when he escapes, and when he gets out, and he just puts his hands up, and the rain's coming down. Yes. Yeah. Great scene. Love that whole thing. Yep. Rain makes everything anew.
And he's coming out of a hole.
Yep.
Number 2 for me is the opening scene of Inglourious Bastards.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hans Landa. I mean, like,
Yeah.
that's the best acted scene in the history of movies.
I referenced that in my number 2.
Ooh, well then let's get on to your number 2.
No,
then.
go ahead. Continue, please.
No, just Christoph Waltz's performance was just solidified him as one of the best actors of this generation.
The most tense you can ever be watching a scene.
Oh, he's such a good villain.
And you're like, you know how it's going to end, and this is not going to be good.
Wait, he was the villain?
Blake, what's your number 2?
You know, we did talk about Tarantino, how he can write an explicitly good scene.
He is great at
And
writing
then
a
write
great
a movie
scene.
around it.
Yes.
Where you could have just left the scene as a short film and been satisfied.
Yeah.
Right? One of his lesser-known films, he also did with Richard Rodriguez and a couple other writers and directors, 4 Rooms,
Yeah.
where, you know, it's basically 4 different stories. The overall connection is Ted the Bellhop, played by Tim Roth, who's doing a cheap Jerry Lewis, the bellhop.
The bellhop jump going from
Yeah.
room to room, and each room is a different story.
Each room is a different story. Now, of course, you know, a couple of stories are okay, but they're a little different. Cameos all over the place of his Tarantino universe and actors. And I actually learned this when I was, you know, buffing up on it tonight, that Bruce Willis was almost sued by SAG-AFTRA because he appeared in it for free because he was such good friends with Tarantino. And SAG said, you can't do that. And so he said, all right, I won't take a credit. So if you officially look at it, Bruce Willis is not credited in this movie.
And that's how he gets
to
away
avoid-
with it.
Yeah, to get away with it. But the best part is, you know, one of the best skits in there is called The Misbehavers, you know, and that is with the 2 kids that are left on their own from what's his name? I forget. He's like, don't misbehave. and he leaves. And
Antonio Banderas?
Antonio Banderas, don't misbehave. And the two kids, of course, what do?
Misbehave.
Start misbehaving, and hilarity ensues at the very end.
But someone the Cat in the Hat then comes in.
Yeah. No. But the best part is the ending where Bruce Willis is not credited in, and is probably one of the best long camera shots where Ted comes in and they're introducing him to everybody that's in the penthouse suite. And the events that happen in the penthouse suite is probably what makes the finale of that Four Rooms movie possibly one of the most shocking and surprising endings with Ted. And I was like, fucking awesome. Love it.
Okay. Number 2 for you?
Number 2 for me is the I'm Funny How scene from Goodfellas.
Funny like a clown.
Like I amuse you.
I'm here for your amusement.
Yes,
How's it your favorite movie scene? Is it there to fave you?
that's right.
What's your number 1?
Entertain
Brian?
you?
Number 1 will be the scripture scene from Pulp Fiction. Going
Ezekiel,
back to
whatever.
25:17.
Yes.
The Path of the Righteous Man.
Yep.
That was a good one.
And I will
Say what again?
I will straight down with
right.
great wrath and furious anger.
There is a Whataburger cup in Four Rooms, by the way.
I thought you
You
were
will
going to
know
say
my
Good
name
Burger
is the
Cup.
Lord.
No, is it Whataburger? No, what was it? No, Big Kahuna Burger
Big
cup.
Kahuna Burger, yeah.
There's a Big Kahuna Burger cup. In there.
Royale with cheese.
Number
See, my girlfriend's a vegetarian, which pretty much makes me a vegetarian. So I don't get to eat this much.
What's your number 1, Blake?
You know, this coffee is some real good gourmet shit. Of course,
I know
it's good.
because that's what I buy the gourmet.
I love that shit, man. Fucking Empire Strikes Back, man. Luke, I am your father. Sets up all the movie trilogies ever since. Number 2, where the bad guys win.
Your father.
Fucking awesome.
Blah, blah,
Everybody's
blah, blah.
flipping out like, oh my God.
Yeah. I like that.
Best fucking scene ever.
Number 1 for you?
Number 1 for me, I'm going with the master of the dialogue, Aaron Sorkin, and A Few Good Men.
Yep.
You can't handle the
Can't
truth.
handle the truth. Courtroom scene.
Okay.
Watch it every time it's on.
Number 1.
And Demi Moore in that uniform, she really fills it out really well.
That was G.I. Jane.
I love that white. Well, that's a different one. With shaved head.
Sorkin wrote G.I. Jane?
I don't think so.
You did the walk and talk in it.
You can't make G.I. Jane jokes anymore. It's
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
you
that's
will
right.
get slapped.
That's right.
But you might save someone's marriage.
You do know the song. Number 1 for me, Jeff. I thought it would be up on yours too. Makes me smile, cry, everything every time I see it. The Avengers Endgame portal scene on your left, and they all come out just because Captain America straps on the shield. It's a broken shield, and he knows that he can do this all day, and it's just him versus Thanos and his army, and he doesn't give a shit. He's going to do it because it's the right thing to do, and then every fucking superhero comes out. As a kid that grew up on comic books, that is the most perfect scene in any comic book movie you could ever wish for. You're just like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And then they made Phase 4. But yeah, I love that scene. I will watch that all day long, every time. So I do, love it. So, and it's funny too. I watch it every time it's on TV, that scene, and I'm like, with commercials and everything, I'm like, I could just go to Disney Plus and put this on every time.
That's right. That's what. If I'm killing time, if I'm doing stuff, there's like the Lord of the Rings marathons.
Yeah.
I'll put it on to be commercials, and that drives one of the girls crazy. She's like, "Why are you watching this with commercials?"
We don't have commercials.
See, the biggest my problem isn't that you're watching with commercials; is you're watching the wrong edition because they never show the director's extended director's cut edition when they show those on TV.
They only have 8 hours to film.
No, they're trying to fill an entire weekend.
That's true.
yeah,
I mean,
it's-
you can fill another hour worth of.
Did anybody ever ask Peter Jackson when he did the edited cut, why did you cut all of Gimli's fucking lines? They're the funniest ones throughout the entire trilogy.
I'll ask him when he comes to the Cincinnati Comic Expo, October 18th through the 20th, 2024, at the Sharonville Convention Center.
Ooh, Peter Jackson coming?
Not confirmed.
Not confirmed.
Allegedly.
Yeah. So,
He's not.
or Janet Jackson.
No.
Joe Jackson? I don't know. Somebody. Jackson's coming.
Joe Jackson, the singer?
Yes.
He might be there.
Yeah.
No.
Jim, number one.
My number one.
They're going to have that Jackson 5 impersonator, that guy that dances with the five.
The
dummies,
wrestler?
the 5 dummies all on that
Oh,
lines.
I was thinking the guy
him doing that.
Yes, I was thinking the wrestler that does Michael Jackson.
Wasn't he on Putting on the Hits?
Yeah, something
Put it
like
on.
that.
Oh, that's put on the wrestler. Number one for you.
Finally.
Oh, sorry.
I've been interrupted 7 times.
So
wanna
I'm only
make it
making 8.
Yes. It is Life of Brian.
Oh.
It's when the alien ship crashes and he gets out and the guy just looks over at him. You lucky bastard.
I did not think you would have that for number one.
Well, if he was just doing like real
Yeah.
one clip short thing, that is up there. I would.
Before we do honorable mentions, let's do our listeners so we don't cut any of them off. Steve had Everything I Learned from Movies.
Everything I learned from movies.
He did You Get the Diamond? Blasting evil gorillas with communications
Oh
lasers.
God, are they all from Congo?
Stop eating my sesame cake. Amy, want, green, drop, drink. Jeff, how does she do that? It's sign language. What does she do when she says, I love you? Same sign language. And any scene with Ernie Hudson is Monroe Kelly. Yes, they're all Congo.
Where you are the endangered species.
Dev the Psy Guy. Every Will Cooper scene on Pixels. Every Eric Laminoff scene in Grown Ups.
Yes.
Every Eric Laminoff scene in Grown Ups 2. Every Albert Brenneman scene in Hitch.
Oh, man.
Hitch is actually pretty good. I enjoyed that movie. And the marriage scene. Stop it. And I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. Fuck you. No, never put that movie.
That's probably the best top 5 list of the year ever.
Ridiculous.
Does that have like a
There's
theme
a
to
theme.
it?
There's
I
a
don't know.
reoccurring theme across Dev's list there. Jason, do you know what it is?
Fucking Kevin James.
Oh, I was going to guess that
No,
they were all
no.
movies that I watched in the theater.
Yeah.
Yeah, the movies that Jeff watched in the theater. You watched Pixels in the theater?
No, I didn't.
They're all
Canadian-
movies Big Dev liked.
Canadian of the Year, Brian. Ow.
Probably not for much longer.
No. He
We'll
had
see.
The Martian. Science the shit out of this.
That's a good one. I can give him that.
Prince of Thieves. Cancel Christmas. Sheriff of Nottingham.
Yeah, that was a movie.
Cocktail. The Last Barroom Poet. Cocktail.
Well, Prince of Thieves, the best part of it was
What was
the sheriff.
Alan Rickman? Yes. You mean the only good part of it?
Cut
here
his
we go.
heart out with a spoon
Why a spoon, cousin?
because it'll hurt more.
It's Doll.
You twit.
Shawshank the Escape. Same thing I had.
Are you talking about Men in Tights?
No, we're talking
Prince
about
of Thieves.
Prince of
Robin Hood.
Thieves.
Kevin Costner.
I don't remember him. I don't remember that.
Number one, Avengers. When Loki becomes a ragdoll to Hulk, puny god. That's a good one. Let's see here. So honorable mentions. The only one I had was The Crow. When he's
Caca bang fuck you're dead.
Nope. At the end, I love that scene when he gives it, how he kills the bad guy. He gives him all of the pain from his fiance.
Yeah.
Into his brain, like it just goes into his body, and then the bad guy just goes limp and falls.
Or when he first puts on the crow face. And the Cure song
Yep,
starts
the Cure
banging
song
in.
goes. Yep.
Yeah.
And then he comes down from the ceiling with his baseball bat.
That's
and-
Sting. That's Sting. That's a different one.
Oh, that's not the Crow? It looks the same to me.
Different one. When he pinned Hulk Hogan at Starcade. God, that's the director's cut. How come TBS doesn't put that one out there? It was a fast count. Fuck you, Hogan. Piece of shit. I don't want to lose to Sting. Yeah, because we've only been building to it for a whole year. You fucking piece of shit.
So you have opinions.
Fuck him. Fucking Hulk Hogan.
Please talk about that on your wrestling podcast.
Sorry, my bad.
Thank you.
Anyways, anyone else?
I had from that one movie,
Oh, that's my favorite movie.
Blazing Saddles. You'd have the common courtesy not to tell people I was here.
They were going to say just man and his horse being hung.
I thought you were going to say we're going to need a shit full of dimes.
That was second.
Need a shit full of dimes. Or, I like the when they're having the talk in the sheriff's office when he's talking, weren't you the Waco kid?
The shaking hand.
Or when he talks,
yeah, but this is my shooting hand.
or when he's talking about them, they're people of the land.
Morons.
Brian, anything?
I had two from
Space Jam?
More Rocky movies?
Rocky Steps was one of them, obviously.
Iconic.
Anything from Cobra?
Tango and
just
Cash?
the entire movie of Cobra.
Over the top when he turns his hat backwards.
Turning the hat
Tango
back.
and Cash?
No, nah, not really.
That's Stallone, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would
And-
put
and
the
Kurt Russell.
Adrian.
Kurt Russell, I knew that. Okay.
I would have put the Adrian at the end of one.
Yeah.
Where he's yelling for Adrian.
Oh, then you'd put the Adrian where they go ice skating.
Anything
That
from
one.
Oscar?
Or, yeah,
Nothing from Oscar.
Stop from a mom.
I mean,
mean,
the
the
whole
statue is
film
still
is
Getty.
good. So
Still Getty statue.
Rhinestone.
Anyways,
Yeah,
Brian, what do you got? Honorable mention.
the scene from Taxi Driver where he's talking in the mirror, you talking to me.
Yeah.
Always really good. And then I Knew It Was You, Fredo, and then An Offer He Can't Refuse.
Godphone.
Yeah. Those two scenes were really, really well done.
Bad idea of the week. Number 812.
Penis
Get a penis enlargement surgery before going to prison
I was
in Thailand.
in Thailand.
I don't know. I thought Thai the Thai people were pretty clean with their
Utensils?
elective surgeries.
With their
over there.
needles.
Titles for the show. I had Eating a Shower Shoe. Welcome to Cherry Talk. You're an idiot. Make it 8. And that's it.
Let's see. I had Sherry Temples, Miniature Cherries, and You're an Idiot. And we are the Golden Globes of podcasting.
Jeff?
I had the Struggle Bus,
Oh.
Convolted Mess. I've taken worse to the face.
What are we doing here?
Assault with a tasty weapon.
Yeah.
No, that was pus.
Oh, no, I can't.
Or do you want to make it 8?
I had It's Like Eating a Shower Shoe. You're an Idiot. Doing the Six-Fingered Man. Face Boo Hates Us.
Boo.
And Jason is canceled.
I do like that's not the worst thing on my face.
I've taken worse to the
I
face.
take
worse
worse
to
to the face.
Because that's almost complimentary to that cookie smash to the back of your head or whatever the title that was.
Cookie smash to the back.
We'll be back next week. Get your bribes in. And Roger says goodbye.
Yeah, if you need expedited shipping to get them here, talk to Doug, please.
Yes.
Yes.
Bad Ideas Podcast, Twitter.
Goodbye.
Bye.
From Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets, there's a history. If not so bad, there's the history. It's the history of bad, so bad. The history of bad, it's bad. History of Bad Ideas Podcast.
You've been listening to Hobie.